What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the JoeCommishShow. We're going to be doing some team-specific mock drafts. And given that we have breaking news this morning that the New England Patriots traded for their new franchise quarterback, Jordan Love, we're going to assume this trade is real. I'm going to GM the Patriots as one of the teams that I'll be drafting for in today's mock draft. So if you're interested in seeing this narrative unfold, stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're going to go over this. This is going to be a 3-round mock draft, and the teams that we're going to be covering over today are going to be the Broncos, the Patriots, and the Packers. And the reason I grouped these three together is because the Broncos are in the quarterback market, and the Patriots and Packers today were rumored to have a trade in which the Patriots will be receiving Jordan Love, the Packers' first-round pick, which is number 29, and their fourth-round compensatory pick they got for Blake Martinez, which I think is 142, if I'm not mistaken. And in return, the Packers get to move up to the number 15th overall pick. Now, before we move forward, I just want to say that I think this is all bullshit. Why? Because, one, first of all, that picture, the picture is super sketchy, bro. Listen, there's a picture of a desk with a folder of files. Now, in the files, coincidentally, perfectly showing exposed at the top is a Packers logo. I'm probably going to put the picture somewhere around here. And in the bottom, only thing that shows is everything you need to see. Like, you have a closed file that is covering nothing of importance because all the important things that you would want to see in a file are exposed on both ends. The second reason I don't think this is true at all is because, man, do the Packers really come off winning on this? The Packers would be giving up the guy that they failed to identify as a good the next heir to the throne of the quarterback position, right? They get value for him in return when everyone knows they kind of failed that pick, and they get to move up all the way to 15. Like, I don't know, if I'm moving up to 15 and the consensus around the guy that you're trying to trade me is that he's horrible to the point where he's your third string quarterback, and you're going to just give me your 29th overall pick. Now I got to move from 15 to 29th and a compensatory fourth. Not even your fourth, the fourth round that the league gave you for losing Blake Martinez. Look, I've always, in my head, when I see a trade happen, usually that involves Bill Belichick has won that trade. He's usually in the winning column in that trade. He's usually getting the dub. And in this one, he did not. That would be a losing trade for the Patriots, considering where their roster is right now. That's 2. And 3, the only reason the Packers will move up so highly up to number 15, but not high enough to get one of the league receiving options. I think the world has told the Packers that you did not help over the last 2 seasons this team with the draft. You did not help this team win. You've gotten 13-3 seasons, 2 NFC titles and NFC champ. You got to 2 NFC conference championships, and you haven't won, despite you not getting any rookie help because you've drafted poorly. And you not help your Hall of Fame, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And the world has told you for time and time again, he needs more receiving options. He needs more help. He needs another receiver. The problem is, if they do move up to number 15, I really believe that none of the big 3 receivers or the big tight end, the 4 big receiving options in this year's draft, which is Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle, they'll all be gone by then. I don't think any of those make it to number 15. And you'd be lucky. You'd be banging that one of them does, and I don't think that's going to happen. So that's just my take. I don't think it's real, but for this draft, I get to be GM. And in this world, the Joe Commish world, we're going to make it real. So we're going to do a 3-round mock. We're going to do this. I want this to be fast. I'm going to choose the 3 teams that I'll be mocking for. And the Broncos, the New England Patriots, and the Green Bay Packers. I want a little bit of randomness, regular care for positional value, draft needs regular, and let's skew it towards the public. Yeah, PFF is really analytics, and I think the more public view is more likely to what happened in the draft. So let's enter this draft, unless we can propose a trade right now. Okay, so let's enter the draft. Let's go, guys. We are in. All right, so I do want to make a trade So let's make a trade. I want to trade with Atlanta, with the Broncos. I want to move Denver up to number 4. And for the 4th overall pick, I'll be giving up my 9th overall pick, my 3rd round pick, and next year's first. And I think that's a realistic trade from get to 9 for 4. And if I'm Atlanta, I'm taking that trade. So let's offer that trade now. Trade not accepted. All right. Okay. 2nd rounder instead of a 3rd. And next year's 3rd. Next year's 4th. How about that? Let's offer that trade. I don't know how you don't pick this if you're Atlanta, so I'm going to force this trade. I'm just going to force this trade. Force trade. Boom. So now Denver gets to move up to number 4, and they get to grab a quarterback, somebody they really need. Let's trade again. I'm going to trade and then we're going to force the trade between the Packers, between the New England Patriots, if I can find the New England Patriots. Where are they? Patriots. And we're going to select the Packers. And we're going to trade for 15. And I'll be giving up number 29 and number 142. And I'm going to force this trade. Let's trade accepted. Okay, so let's start the draft. On the draft, the newly 4th picking team is the Denver Broncos. And on the board, as we see, Trey Lance is still there because the first 3 picks were as advertised. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and who I think the number 3rd overall pick will be Justin Fields. So I'm going to go with Mac Jones. I'm going to select Mac Jones at number 4. Woo! Okay, so the first round is up, and we're going to go over pick by pick, being these are the blue chippers. These are the picks and names that everyone knows. So we picked Mac Jones at 4. At number 5, the Bengals pick tackle Penei Sewell. At number 6, the Dolphins pick Devonta Smith, wide receiver, which I think that's what they're going for. At number 7, Detroit Lions pick tackle Rashawn Slater. He could be a guard. At number 8, ironically, being that they just traded for Sam Darnold, the Carolina Panthers still pick a quarterback in Trey Lance. There you go. The big 5 quarterbacks are off the board by 8. At number 9, the Falcons, who we traded with, they get our pick at number 9. They get Kyle Pitts. He does not fall to number 9 in my eyes. Denver takes Caleb Farley. Number 11, the Giants take Jamar Chase. He is not going to be there. At number 12, Christian Darrisaw. The Philly takes Christian Darrisaw, tackle. 13, LA Chargers take Micah Parsons. And at number 14, the Minnesota Vikings take the last big wide receiver on the board, Jalen Waddle. And just as I predicted, all the big receiving options are gone. in fact, they're gone 1 pick before you. You had Jalen Waddle got to number 14, and they're gone. And now you're the Green Bay Packers, and you are here on the board at number 15. So let's go. Let me open up. The reason I'm on my phone here is because I have my spreadsheet open. And we still have Patrick Surtain on the board. I'm going to get Patrick Surtain. Man, look, Kevin King just burned us in the playoffs. We lost. Big part of why we lost in playoffs is partly because Kevin King just letting deep shots go and letting Brady eat. So look, we're going to get our next corner. We're gonna team him up with Patrick Surtain. There we go. Patrick Surtain to the Green Bay Packers after them trading up. And here we go. Now, the New England Patriots, we just traded with the Packers. They come down to number 29. In the interim, between number 15, where we picked Patrick Surtain, and number 29, the Arizona Cardinals pick Trayvon Mulrig, safety. Number 17, the Las Vegas Raiders pick tackle Sam Cosmi. Number 18, the Miami Dolphins select defensive tackle DT1 Christian Barmore. At number 19, the Washington football team select linebacker Nick Bolton. Way overdrafted. Jesus Christ. At number 20, the Chicago Bears take tackle Alex Leatherwood. It's a nice little... everyone's going for tackles. I like that. I'm an O-line guy. I like seeing the reinforcement of the reinforcement of the line. I love it. I love seeing that. At number 21, my Indianapolis Colts, according to this mock draft, was picks linebacker Zaven Collins, someone they absolutely do not need. This is not a need for the Colts, and I doubt this would happen. At number 22, Gregory Rousseau goes to the Titans at defensive end. Kadarius Toney goes to The Jets at number 23, they get a receiving option for Zach Wilson. At number 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers pick Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, which is, you got Devin Bush already. I don't know. I don't think that's their pick, but that's who they pick. He's a great player. Kwity Paye last all the way up to number 25, going to the Jaguars. At number 26, the Browns take Azeez Ojulari. Good pick. Number 27, J.C. Horn goes to the Baltimore Ravens. This is around where I see J.C. Horn going. I don't see him as high as a lot of people seem to be taking him way high in the draft. And number 28, the New Orleans Saints take Greg Newsome. So who's on the board? At the New England Patriots, they have they got a lot of good guys here. Who would I take? On the board at number 29 as the New England Patriots, I have the Patriots taking defensive end Jalen Phillips. I think you can't pass up on him in the draft. He's the best guy in this year's draft at that point. He's a steal there. Okay, so the Patriots are now back on the board at number 46, and since then we've had Pat Freiermuth going in the first round, number 30 to the Bills. That's not happening. At number 31, Elijah Moore to KC. I can see that happening. Carlos Basham to Tampa Bay Bucks at number 32. Now starting the second round, going into the second round, we have Ronnie Perkins going at number 3 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have Asante Samuel Jr. I love this pick for the New York Jets. I think Asante. I have a first round grade on Asante Samuel Jr. So I love that they picked him at the top of the second. Najee Harris going to the Atlanta Falcons. Love that pick. I think this is where you take. This is around the top of the second is where you take a running back, and Najee Harris is my RB1, and I think the Falcons desperately need running back production. At number 36, Jason Oweh makes it out the first round at number 36 to the Miami Dolphins, which will not happen in the real draft. Jason Oweh is a freak athlete, and Miami would probably take him at number 18 if he's there. But if he drops to number 36, good for you, Miami. Travis Etienne goes at number 37 to the Philadelphia Eagles. They get somebody to go along with Miles Sanders. Tevin Jenkins also falls out of the first round. I also don't see that happening. He goes to the Bengals at number 38. At number 39, Elijah Vera Tucker does not fall out of the first round to number 39, but he goes to the Carolina Panthers. Rondale Moore goes to Atlanta at number 40. This was part of the trade package that I had to give Atlanta to get up to number 9. At 41, Aleem McNeil goes to the Detroit Lions. At number 42, Terrace Marshall, wide receiver, goes to the Giants. After they picked, I believe in the first round, the Giants select Jamar Chase and Terrace Marshall. They get both LSU wide receivers to go along with Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard, Slayton, and Evan Ingram. What a receiving core. Danny Dimes is going to have people to throw to. Levi Owusu, I can never pronounce his last name, but defensive tackle for the 49ers at number 43. At number 44, Joseph Osai, another freak athlete, goes to Dallas Cowboys at number 44. And Rashad Bateman goes to the Jaguars at number 45. Receiving option for their rookie star, Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so here we go. At number 46, I cannot believe, man, I have a lot of options here. But I think, given that we went Jalen Phillips, I am going to go defensive tackle Dylan Radunz. I know New England loves their O-line, and I think Dylan Radunz is a steal here going this long. So I got New England Patriots taking Dylan Radunz at number 46, and then the Green Bay Packers at number 62. Oh, this is pretty easy. I have the Green Bay Packers taking Walker Little at the end of the second round. That's a steal. So they get to fortify their O-line. With the first pick, they ended up taking Patrick Surtain, so they got a corner and they got a tackle, and those are two cornerstone pieces. I wouldn't trade up for those two. I wouldn't trade up or trade the capital they trade with the New England Patriots just to get Patrick Surtain and still end up with Dylan Radunz in the second. I would have just still put at 29. Now let's see, who did the Patriots pick? They would have got Jalen Phillips, but there were receivers available at number 29. See, at number 29, we still could have picked Elijah Moore. You could have picked Rashad Bateman. In this draft, you had Rondale Moore still there. I would have never done that trade because I would only trade up with the Packers. If I was the Packers, I would only trade up to guarantee myself one of those 4 elite receiving options. I'm not trading up to 15 just to get Patrick Surtain, because after that, the difference between the guys that you're getting at the top of the second and at who you can get at 15 as a receiving option are much different. All right, so now the Broncos are back on again at pick number 71. Now we're in round 3. And Elijah Molden's still there. I can't believe he's still there. We also have Jamin Davis, who I think is a very interesting pick, given that Vic Fangio is a defensive guy. Richie Grant, a lot of safeties, man. A lot of safeties, a lot of corners. I think they go Jamin Davis. I would go Jamin Davis here. I think that the Broncos, I think they fortified the secondary. They got Kyle Fuller and the pieces they have there already. So I'm going to go Jamin Davis for the Broncos here at number 71. Let's go. Who's next? So we had the Broncos. Oh, I guess apparently one of the picks got forfeited by the Patriots. Okay, so the Green Bay Packers are back on at 92. And who did we were able to get Patrick Surtain, and we were also able to get Green Bay was able to get a tackle. So we got a corner and a tackle. Green Bay got a corner and a tackle, and we still don't have any receiving options. I am going to go. Who would I go here in the third round that I think they could really benefit from? I would go. Look, they lost Lindsley in the draft, and we don't know what Bakhtiari is. So I'm gonna go O-line again. I'm gonna double up on the offensive line. I'm gonna go Kendrick Green. I don't think he makes it to pick 92. Great interior O-lineman. You want Aaron Rodgers to be protected. You need to give him time. And I think, given the wide receivers that are available, Jalen Darden, Kate Johnson, who else am I seeing available? Wide receiver, Josh Palmer. I think I could get a similar wide receiver late in the draft, and I don't think I'm gonna get a similar guard or offense interior O-lineman like Kendrick Green late in the draft. I'm lucky that he's here already, but Jamar Johnson is still falling. So the Patriots back on at 96, and there you go. I'm taking Jamar Johnson, safety, down to New England. They make sure their secondary's on point, and the draft is over. I don't care for grades, so. I really don't care. I don't care for the grades they give you overall. So, look, let's go. Broncos. They traded up to number 4 with the Atlanta Falcons, and they get, and the Broncos get their quarterback, Mac Jones. They get Jamin Davis, a do-it-all linebacker. And that's it. Being that we had to trade up, we had to give up a lot of capital. So in a three-round mock, the Broncos ended up with 2 picks. But if you walk away with Mac Jones and Jamin Davis, I think you did pretty good for yourself. Given that, like I said, I think Mac Jones is the opposite of Drew Lock, right? You've had the big, athletic, do-it-all type of quarterback, but just he processes real slow, and that's what Drew Lock is. And I think Mac Jones is the opposite. He's pre-snap. He's intellectual. He knows the playbook. He is process-based, and he's meticulous in how he goes about things and his decisions. Though he is fast, he is slow-bodied, he is quick decision-making, makes up for it. So I think Mac Jones would be a good quarterback because the team is really good already. And then you add another defensive piece for Vic Fangio. Go. That's a good win for the Broncos. I think that's a good draft. If I'm starting off my day 1 and day 2, I come up with those 2 pieces. All right, Green Bay Packers. We trade with the New England Patriots with the rumored trade, right? So the Patriots will be getting Jordan Love, the pick number 29, and pick 142. Yes, I had to force these trades. This is how you know it's not real. I literally had to force these trades for them to go through. So, and then Green Bay Packers get to go up to number 15. So at number 15, the Packers select Patrick Surtain, and now they have Jair Alexander and Patrick Surtain, and they don't have to worry about Kevin Green anymore, giving up those crazy long touchdowns at the end of the half to a man Scotty Speedy Miller, right? So they get Patrick Surtain, who is my cornerback, one at number 15. Like I said, it's not a trade I would have done. But if you walk away with Patrick Surtain, you still have a second-round pick. You get Walker Little, and you get 2 O-linemen. We doubled up, right? We got Walker Little, good high potential tackle. Bakhtiari coming off injury. You lost Lindsley, so you get an interior lineman who I think you can move from left guard center to right guard. You can move him around depending on where you need him to plug those holes. So you come out, you doubled up, and you still don't come out with a receiver. But in the 4th round, would have picked my sleeper receiver in the 4th round, which is my man Semi Fehoko. I don't know how to say his name, but he's awesome. I don't know. I know why he's not going to high. He's not utilized. But somebody like that isn't much different from the K Johnsons and the Jalen Dardian. Isn't much different from the receivers that were available. I'm bad with pronouncing names. But Josh Palmer, those guys aren't, the difference between him and Semi Fehoko is really not that. And like I said, Kendrick Green there as a guard. It's good stuff. And then the Patriots, okay, so they come away with Jordan Love, and they get the number 29 pick. And number 29, we get Jalen Phillips, who to me is my defensive end 2 behind Kwity Paye. And you get him at number 29, steal. You get Dylan Radins in the 2nd round, who to me is a top of the 2nd round type pick. You got him at exactly where I have him projected to go. Good value. You get a tackle. You know Belichick loves his tackles. And then at 96, you get Jamar Johnson, which is the safety that's rising everybody's board. I know he didn't do very well in his pro day, but Jamar Johnson's really good from Indiana. So you get 2 defensive pieces for the defensive mastermind in Billy B, and you also get a tackle to help your rookie quarterback your young quarterback in Jordan Love. Thank you for watching to the end. I appreciate you, especially the part where you hit that like button, and you hit that subscribe button, and you hit the little bell thing that goes right next to it, because that and then helps the algorithm. That helps me, helps you. Come on, man. See you later.